On the John Fredericks Media Network and the John Fredericks radio apps, and I hope you had a great weekend. Lots of football going on. Great to have you with us. We're live again on our Trump bus in Indianapolis, Indiana, right outside of the state capitol, where I will be today at 12:30, where all eyes are going to be on the Senate of Indiana and the committee, the Elections Committee, led by Mike Gaskell. Mike was supposed to be with us today at 8. He had some meetings going on. He couldn't make it. So it is what it is. But Chris Garton's going to be with us at the 9 o'clock hour, at the 9:30 hour. We've got Victoria Sparks, Congressman from Indiana. She's going to be popping in here live on the bus. Plus, we're going to get your calls, 888-480-JOHN. Now, there's so much to cover. Why am I here and why are we covering this? Wall to wall. Why? I mean, there's so much other things going on. Why are we here doing this for 2 weeks? Because we're at a Neville Chamberlain moment. We need Churchills, not Chamberlains. Oh, you know, everything is going to be just fine. We're nice. We already did this. You know, we're not Massachusetts. We're not Illinois. We're Indiana. There's Indiana nice. No, there's no more nice. Do you understand the stakes here in these midterms? The stakes are enormous. Win or lose, us or them. Marxism or freedom. They are on an inexorable march to turn this country into a communist crap hole and then try to recreate it in their warped utopian vision of wokeness. That's why they let all these illegals in. That's why we got all this Somalia stuff going on in Minnesota. I mean, the Islamists here that are coming into the country are defiant. They're telling you right on camera they're going to take over. They're taking over city after city. We're standing around doing nothing. We got communists being elected mayors in New York City. And if we don't win the midterms, I got a news flash for you. This presidency's over. They're going to impeach him on the third day. Everybody's going to go on trial. These people are nuts. And they want power. And they don't care. You think if this was a Democrat Senate, you think anybody would be talking about Indiana nice? They'll be talking about taking it from 7-2 to 8-2 or something of that, 7-2 Democrat. Look what they're doing in Virginia. I mean, we just refuse to fight. I don't understand it. Your back is against the wall and you simply refuse to fight. And this is why the Democrats have been gaining ground. They refuse to fight. We refuse to fight. So the first order of business is we got to get this out of committee. And let me lay it out for you. Okay? Now I'm going to be there at 12:30 watching it myself. And if you follow me on all social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, I'm going to be giving you video updates. But let me just lay this out for you and why the stakes are so high, right? We got to get this out of committee. There's 9 votes in the Elections Committee. We need 5. 2 of them are Democrats. That's gone. Therefore, we need 5 out of the remaining 7. 2 of the 7 are hard nose. Hard nose. That means you got to go 5 for 5. Of the 5, we have 3 solid, 2 in the middle. Now, those 2 in the middle, if one of those vote no, newsflash, you're gone. First primary challenge will be a Republican that doesn't vote this out of committee. And they'll spend $10 million in a Senate race. When I say they, I'm not talking about affiliate groups, independent expenditures, Turning Point. I'm talking about MAGA Inc. They'll spend $6, $7, $8 million turfing you out. I'll get the message here. These guys are not messing around. The whole presidency is on the line. And why is Indiana so important? Well, John, it's only 2 seats. Why are you there for 2 weeks? All this other stuff is going on. Let's cover this other stuff, right? I don't care about Indiana. Really? None of it matters. None of it matters if we don't win these 2 seats, because it's going to set a precedent. It's going to set the stage for so many others going forward. That's why this is so incredibly critical. All these other Republican states, some of which are wavering, will see what happened in Indiana, and that will give them courage. And those that vote no, the Republicans that vote no, I'm calling them the Neville Chamberlains. Those that vote yes are the Churchills. This is a Churchill-Chamberlain moment. You're either got the balls to do this, you've got the backbone, you've got the courage, or you don't. And don't be telling me about Indiana Nice and presidents and who voted for what 20 years ago. All of that doesn't matter now. What matters now is we need to pick these seats up so that we have a fighting chance to win these midterms. And then we got to get our messaging straight. Now, this whole hoax over these two survivors that got blown up with the second strike in Venezuela, these are drug dealers trying to kill your kids. You know what? What about this fraud in Minnesota? What about 20 shootings a weekend and murders of kids in Chicago? What about all these illegals raping and killing our women? What about them? No, we're obsessed with two drug traffickers coming out of Venezuela with a boat full of drugs to kill your child. That's what we're obsessed with. And that's where the fake news is right now. It's all they care about. It's another hoax. Epstein, another hoax. There's all hoaxes. One hoax after the other. And now it's, Trump used the R word. I mean, give me a break, okay? Give me a break. Oh, you're perfect. You never say a cuss word. You never say a bad word. You never say this. You never say that. Aren't you just holier than thou? It's all nonsense. All of it. So we need to win this vote. So I'm going to be here for the whole week. And we're going to be following this every step of the way. And we got our Congress people behind this thing. We need these two seats. I mean, this is it. This is D-Day. You're either going to fight with us or you're going to abandon ship. This is really what this is, abandon ship. Remember the Alamo and Sam Houston, who was in charge of that, right? Was that who was in charge of it? Drew that line in the sand and say either you want to stay and fight, you stay behind this line, or you cross over it, you're free to go. Of course, that's not what George Washington did. He shot deserters. But that's another story for another day. You deserted his army, he shot you. Okay, well, it was a different time, right? So you're either with us or against us. I mean, there's no way out of this, and you can't spin it. And we will primary every single one of these guys. I might be up here for the next 6 months, for all I care. It's cold here, though. There was a time where the Indianapolis Colts looked like the best team in the NFL. Now they're not even going to make the playoffs. Sorry, Colts. But hey, Hoosiers, yay. Number one, but we got the playoffs. Notre Dame, you're out. My take, quickly, Alabama should have been bounced out of there. You got 3 losses. How are you in the playoff with 3 losses? Out. Plus you got blown out. Out. Who do I think is going to win the championship? Dogs. I got to have a sip of my 1775 coffee. Hang on. Damn, Ryan, that's good stuff. Ryan, tell me this isn't the best coffee you've ever had. Ryan says it's the best. Got to go to 1775coffee.com. Promo code Godzilla, 10% off. Hang on, Ryan. You just don't get better coffee than this. Now, I could drink the hotel coffee sitting outside of where are we? The Marriott Residence Inn parking lot right by the Capitol. Nice enough place, nice enough. I get that hotel coffee, but you might as well pump slop through my veins. Instead, I come in here and we brew our fresh pot right in the bus of our 1775 coffee, the official coffee sponsor of the John Fredericks Media Network. It is the best coffee you're ever going to have. It'll make your day. It makes jumping out of bed worth it. Something to get up for. I'm just having my first sip. Hang on, Larry. Larry, I know you're watching me. Hang on. Larry in Richmond, that is some good coffee, man. That is so good. Thank you. 1775. Promo code Godzilla, 10% off. Promo code Godzilla, 10% off. Phone lines open, 888-480-JOHN, 888-480-5646. So let me go with some of these names. You want some names? Let me give you some names just out of the goodness of my heart. Let's see if I can find them here. I got a lot of different things. Okay, let's see. So we need 5 votes on this committee. So let me tell you who's on it. The chairman is Mike Gaskill. He was supposed to be on at 8. Didn't want to come. He's a little skittish. I understand. He's the chairman. Blah, blah, blah. It's all good. Okay. He's a likely yes. He's certainly not going to vote no as a chairman. So we got that. Greg Walker, he's the vice chair. He's solid. Walker's a 10. He's going to vote yes. That's 2. Need 5. Okay. Greg Good. I feel good about Greg Good. I think Greg Good's going to vote yes. Yay, Greg. Right? That's 3. Then we get down to Linda Rogers. I'm going to put her as a yes. Right? I think she's leaning yes. Talk to people. Doesn't want to be singled out because she will be singled out. Linda, you vote no. You need to look for another line of work. I'm sorry. So I feel good about Linda Rogers. That's 4. And we need 5. Getting out of committee. Stacey Donato. Don't know her. Heard a lot of good things about her. She's on the fence. She's a 5th vote. So those are the 5. The 2 voting no. Tyler Johnson, Super Rhino, turf him out. Daryl Schmidt, Super Rhino, turf him out. They're voting no. That means we need 5 of the other 5. And the swing vote here is going to be Stacey Donato. Stacey, be a Churchill and do the right thing today. We're all going to be watching. Stace, all going to be watching you. All going to be watching. Are you going to hit the green button or the red button? Come on, Stace. We're going to be watching. Come on. Save America, Stacey. Save America. Do not turn it over to the communists. Save America, Stacey. It's all on you. Let's just get this thing out of committee and then we'll go from there, right? First things first, as they say. You, my friends, are on the John Fredericks Media Network. Now, you can go a lot of other places and get a lot of nonsense and gibberish, or you can keep it right here. The truth, my friends, will set you free. We're going to be right back live on a Trump bus, Indianapolis, Indiana. It was the sports capital of the world Saturday night. Then Sunday came, and the Colts get blown out yet once again. Therefore, it's only kind of the capital. Did the Pacers win Sunday? Who cares? I'll be right back, though.